This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I can't believe we managed to get this woman into the studio, Ryan James.
It is magnificent. Urzila Carlson, you can catch her at the Sydney Opera House forecourt steps this December. Now, tickets, pre-sale begins today at 12. Tickets go on sale to the general public tomorrow at 2 p.m. at livenation.com. Urzila Carlson, welcome!
Hello, team. Gosh, can I just say what a good-looking team this is?
Bloody oath.
Yeah, like, it's early.
No one says that.
I think it's not early, but it's early,
Yeah.
and, you're a good-looking team.
All right.
Yeah.
well,
Even
that's
Tommy?
No, okay, not
No,
quite. I
no.
didn't know Tommy was part of the team. Sorry, I didn't realise you were. I saw Tommy just snuck in.
There are exceptions to every rule.
Yes. But this team here.
Yeah, thank you. If you cut Tommy out of it. So Tommy has a bit of an issue.
Yes.
And one of the most complicated parts of his life is that from behind he's almost identical to his mother-in-law.
Oh,
Yes, so if they're
I can see
walking-
that.
If they're walking down he's got a lady bottom as well.
And also with the beige pants. You're not doing yourself any favours. You don't often see a grown man in beige pants. But
If Tommy turned up to Grandparents' Day,
Yeah.
you would assume he was the grandmother of the child.
yes, I 100%
So
would.
weird, isn't it?
Don't ever use that purple conditioner.
I used it last night.
Oh my gosh, yeah, but rinse out quickly because
Yeah.
once that sheen sits, you're screwed. You're just.
Do you know
Yeah,
why
lock
he
it
used
in,
it though?
Mavis.
Because some of his hair is a bit
Yeah.
yellow and he doesn't
Yeah.
want to look like it's
No, I mean,
tobacco.
say no
Nasty.
more. I totally understand.
Thank
I
you.
use
You're
it,
here
but
for
I
me.
am nearly a grandma.
I hear
Yeah.
you, sisters. You're a lot younger than Tommy, though, Ursula.
Yeah.
He's
Ursula,
82 today.
Urzila, you're playing the Sydney Opera House. This is massive. So what operatic hits will you be performing on the night?
It's at the forecourt. Can we
Yes.
just
Of the Opera
they're
House.
not actually letting me into the building.
Right.
Like I'm getting as close as legally possible without them having to foul up that
Okay.
beautiful theatre.
You're with the Seagulls.
Yeah, I'm out there and I'm going to teach some foreign tourists some new words, you
love
know?
that.
Yeah. But I believe they block it off and then they put seats down at the flat bit and then if you book late, you get to sit on the steps.
Right, okay.
So then
Yes.
older people will have to bring pillows and stuff and sit on that.
I'm glad that you
Well,
pointed
no.
to Tommy for
I'll
older
bring-
people.
I'll bring the
There's a
pillows.
very fancy restaurant there called Benelong, right? And there's a lot of people that dress up. There's a lot of fancy people that like to go to this restaurant. But when you're on the forecourt, I just went and saw New Order there recently. You see people dancing. You can hear what's going on outside. So
Yeah.
they'll be able to hear your tongue outside.
Yeah,
Ursula.
I know. But you know what? I think it's one of those things where you go, wrong place, wrong time. You shouldn't have been there.
So if you're there for an anniversary dinner,
Yeah.
it's 20 years and you want to tell your loved one that you just admire them like the day you met,
Yeah.
and then they've got you in the background
Yeah, and
sharing a story.
Maybe questions will come up in your relationship, and you go, 25 years is too long. Let's go. You pay for your meal, I'll pay for mine. I'll go get my stuff out of the
And
house.
that's it?
Yeah, why?
Okay.
I think people stay too long anyway.
You never know what to expect.
I think I'm like a unexpected weighted blanket. I think like you think you're just going to have a nap, and then someone biffs a weighted blanket over you. You go, well, I'm in a horror story right now. But if you expect it, if you want that weighted blanket, you go, what a blessing.
Yeah, thank
But
you.
if you don't expect it, you go, I'm in the middle of a nightmare right
Shivers.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we talk about the movie Kind of Pregnant as well? This
Yes.
is massive, this film, this
Yeah.
moment here with you starring in the film.
You don't just wake up one morning and strap it on and now all of a sudden you're all fabulous and pregnant. That's not how it works. Honestly, what's going to happen? You're going to have a little miscarriage.
Why am I listening to you? You have 3 active restraining orders against you.
Which says to me there are 3 people out there who sees my passion, who knows that I'm a go-getter. Not you. I gave my number to someone. I hope they call. Do I do that? No.
It must have been amazing. Amy Schumer got in touch with you, didn't she?
Yeah, she slid into my DMs,
Wow.
along with many, many other ladies.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I believe your mother-in-law was in there.
But she wasn't going to get a role in a movie, was she?
No, there wasn't a lot of words of that one, more photos. But, she slid into my DM. She goes, can you act? I went, yeah. Like, I was in the closet until I was 26. I pretended to like men, this cannot be harder than that,
Did you think it was a prank? Did you think it was a prank, Ursula?
No,
Did you think it
because
was...
she had spoken to me before.
Yeah.
We had chatted before, and then I was like, yeah, And then she goes, call me. So I phoned her. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning in New Zealand. And then she sent me the script. I read it the next morning, had the audition. Boom.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Have you performed in the States, Ursula? Have you taken a comedy show? Yeah.
I did Netflix as a joke festival
Yep.
last year in LA, and I did while we were filming the movie because I go insane if I don't perform, if I don't do stand up.
Yeah.
And so Amy got me in to go do like all the comedy clubs in New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the experience like? How did the USA fans take you?
Pretty good. I think it's really nice actually because no one there knows me. Like when I just did, we were filming, so I'm just doing these comedy clubs, and you could tell people are like, "Who's this?" Like, but then 2 minutes in, because it's so pure. Like Australia and New Zealand, people already know me and love me, and so I don't have to work for their love. You know, it's like having a dog, like a golden. Australia's my golden retriever,
Yes.
and then I go
And you're
to the
handing out
States,
schmackos.
and they're a cat. They're like, who this? But then after like the first 2 jokes, then they start laughing, and I'm like, that's pure. They just find you funny.
Because, can I ask a question? Because I know in America, if you were to drop the C-bomb, that's like, oh my God, that's a word I've never heard before.
You know what?
Did you go for that?
I did. I sure.
How did it land?
Heck did. It landed. Like, I actually spoke to a friend of mine, Zana Garg, who's a comic in New York, and I said to her, go, mate, what do you do, like, with a C-bomb? And she goes, I just drop it. She goes, they get used to it.
And they get shocked?
No, the first couple of times you see, they're like, where's this going? But then, they just kind of go with it. Like, I think because involuntary, if something's funny, you're going to laugh. Even if you go, I don't agree with it. But, and you feel dirty, but you still laugh at it.
But you laugh at it.
Yeah, it's like when you read mean comments. Like, you would publicly go, this is awful. But then when you read it home alone, you're laughing till the tears run
Because
down.
David Williams was in the studio not long ago, and he was talking about things. He loves the fact that when he's in Australia, he can share stories that he can't even on British radio.
Yeah. No.
So in the UK, he was telling a story about, I think it was Liam Gallagher. Have we got that in the system, Jess? The story he shared? Because it went on where Liam Gallagher actually bailed him up in a bathroom, I think, and referred to him as something. If we've got it here, it's a bit of a stretch on the fly.
Like,
Here
could
we
you
go.
have
Have a
given me a
listen.
heads up?
Have a listen to this.
Liam is a bit scary. And, I mean, it's going to be a bit rude.
It's okay. Go for it.
That's okay.
Okay, all right.
People have the option of turning off.
Okay, all right.
They won't.
So the first time I met him, he cornered me in a toilet. Went, "Hello, Mr. Sucky Dicky, Mr. Dicky Sucky, Mr. Sucky Dicky, Mr. Dicky Sucky." I was like, "What?" I was terrified. Anyway, the name has stuck, and it's what
So in the UK, that story's told without the Dicky Sucky part. So it doesn't really work.
Wow.
That's the freedom of what we have here in Australia and New Zealand.
Well, can I just say, I mean, Liam, you can't just, be judgy when your dick is the one in the glory hole. Like, I mean, I'm just...
And there are some things that are still said on Australian radio that I'm even a little unsure about.
People have just gone, wait, what?
Whoa. That's my girl.
You're gonna be pulling this up. Can you get that up, Jess? Can you get that in 6 months from now? Jess, that response.
Urzila Carlson, you can catch her at the Sydney Opera House forecourt. It's this December. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at 2 p.m, but pre-sales today at 12 p.m. Go to livenation.com. We love you, Urzila. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.